Welcome back. I'm Javi, and this is Leaders Recon. Welcome to the channel. So, as you can see, it's kind of dark out there. It's about 6:30 in the morning, and I'm heading to a place called Eloy, Arizona, to meet up with some buddies. This is part of my Overlanding veterans group. We've got 30 Marines and an Army guy, and we're gonna meet up in a place off the Interstate 10. It's called Eloy Toltec. You know, it depends on what Google tells you. And I'm heading out there to meet up with 3 awesome dudes. We decided to do this route. It was a last minute kind of thing. One of the guys reached out to me and asked me when was the next trip I was going to do, and I told him whenever he wants to go, it's okay with me. So he decided that he's going to see when he can get people to watch his kids for him. And the 24th, which is today of January, he was able to get that taken care of. The crazy thing is, I've been reaching out to this buddy of mine who lives between Montana and Arizona, and it just so happens that when I post the trip a week ago, out of the blue, he calls me up and tells me that he's on his way to Arizona, and it's hard sometimes to reach him, but he reached out to me and said he's on his way to Arizona and he would be there the next day, and told me if I was planning any trips, and it just so happens I said I just posted a trip, and he was like, I'm in. So since they usually come up to my area, I decided why not pay it back. So I'm heading down south, southern Arizona. Plus I've been wanting to hit the southern Arizona trails. I hear they're very, very good as far as trails. I mean, Arizona in general, there's a lot of trails. So I was kind of excited that I would be able to do that. I look kind of creepy because, dude, I'm driving and this dude just came alongside of me with his high beams, and that was kind of creepy. But anyway, I decided, hell, you know, Gary, the Army kid, he always comes out to see me. Always comes up, and he has a pretty long trek, so I decided, why not? So we're actually gonna go do the Patagonia Loop, which takes us to the border of Mexico. And you know, in this day and age with everything that's happening, I'm pretty sure there's not gonna have, you know, there's not gonna be any kind of heat going on over there, but it's pretty close to a major crossing. And when I say major crossing, I'm talking major crossing of drug cartels, undocumented folks, and of course there's probably going to be border patrol out there, so probably catch some of those videos of those guys out there doing their patrols. And I know I'm packing, and most of the guys I go with, we all carry Second Amendment with us. So it's gonna be a interesting trip. We'll see how this turns out. I'm real excited, especially it's gonna be challenging because it's been raining, and I'm not gonna let a little rain slow me down. At least it puts my truck through the ringer and see how well it handles in wet climate. Now, I'm a little nervous with the rest of the guys because two of them have, well, they all have Jeeps, but one has a Jeep Cherokee, and I don't know if he has off-road wheels. I'm pretty sure he does, but if he doesn't, there's plenty of us that could pull him out of a ditch, and I got plenty enough recovery gear. So I think I've been talking enough, and just want to let you guys know I'm on my way, and the next stop for me is going to be the rest area where we're going to meet up, or the truck stop where we're all going to meet up, and I should be there within maybe 45 minutes. So I'll catch you when I get the guys out. Okay, we just made our meetup here at the truck stop. We got 4 rigs with us. We got me trailing, Marcos in his Jeep Cherokee, followed by Sean and his Jeep Gladiator, and trailing Charlie is Gary and his Jeep Wrangler JK. We're gonna head on out to this trail. We shall see you once we get to the trail. This is gonna be a good trip. Hope you guys enjoy it. Maybe it's a black site. Who knows? Did you copy that?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. What training?
Yeah, because that shit is way the fuck out here.
We in the middle of a national forest, private property.
No shit. They're building a lot of stuff up here. I don't know what the hell's going on. it did fall upside down, so the underneath of it is pretty much black. So because of that, I wasn't able to find it. So since it still had batteries, I decided why not take my remote control and everything and just go look for it. So at first I had Marco out there and he was trying to guide me, kind of like in sniper school where you're trying to find a sniper and they tell you move left, move right, sniper at your feet. And he's seen us in the camera, but we weren't too close to it. So I decided that why not take the drone and the camera with me. So I took the drone and the camera with me and saw myself and was able to retrieve my drone, and it actually was in good shape. It wasn't damaged, it didn't fall too high, and it was pretty nice, the terrain. So that was a plus for me because I just got that drone and I love it, and for it to happen like that again, I got to be a little bit more careful. So that being said, I am going to be more careful when it comes to my drone. So there you have it. Thank you. So I got my drone back, got it in the air, but I think my gimbal might be a little damaged, or I have to recalibrate it. So I flew it, got some footage, not as much as I want. So we'll see how it goes. So we got ourselves a new visitor that joined our group. Last time was Tacoma, now it's Border Patrol. So he was parked right by where we made our turn, and now he's following us. That's pretty cool, but who knows? got a little carried away, got really muddy. We had ourselves a great time. We parked to grab something to eat. We had sandwiches with us, and we wound up staying there for a good 2 hours or so. It was really awesome catching up with some of the guys, because I hadn't seen them in a while. And Guerrero, we served together, and we were talking about stories that we did, you know, things that we happened to us while we were in the Marine Corps, and everybody was sharing stories. It was cool. We flew the drones. When I flew my drone the last time and it crashed, it took us about an hour until we found it. So I was happy for that, but there was something wrong with it. The gimbal was kind of damaged, I thought. So I decided to factory reset it, and it came all back to life. So everything was good. I flew it around a little bit to make sure that it's good. And we just pretty much said bye to each other. We're still on the trail, actually, but this trail turned to a paved road, so we're all pretty good. We're all really muddy, and we had ourselves a fantastic time. I can't wait. Maybe next month I'm gonna do another trip like this and see if we can get more guys to come out. This is really fun, especially, you know, when we parked and we started talking about stories that happened to us in the Marine Corps and the Army, you know, just reminiscing and having a great old time. It was a blast, you know, and this trail was really good. We've seen quite a few Border Patrol people, seen some unmarked vehicles as well, driving around these areas. You know, we're in the southern border, so we actually were maybe a few hundred feet away from the border. I didn't get to record it because I didn't think about it, and we had a really good time. Now I'm on my way, finishing this trail, going back home, and this was more to come. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share, like, subscribe, especially subscribe for me. This helps me out a lot. You know, I don't have many subscribers, but I would like for this year to be a good year for me with your guys' help. Really appreciate that. But if you did like it, you know, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It'll be much appreciated. You know, once again, my name is Javi. This is Leaders Recon Overland Veterans Edition. And with that, I say Leaders Recon, Javi out.